This is a breaking news alert. Shots have been fired at the White House Correspondents' dinner at the Hilton Hotel in Washington, D.C. Donald Trump and Melania evacuated. The shooter has been apprehended. The shooter did not appear to be all that close to where Donald Trump and Melania and where the center stage was. However, what we're hearing is as the shooter was potentially walking through the magnometer, that's when he started opening fire. There's some conflicting reports about the condition of the shooter. The term now being used is apprehended. We will get you more information there. A chaotic scene has just unfolded at the White House Correspondents' dinner. It's now officially canceled. We're learning right now as a result of this shooting incident. The Secret Service had secured the location. Chaotic scenes coming out of the building. Let me just share with you the moment where Secret Service evacuated Donald Trump, Melania, and the people who were on stage. Let's play that clip right now. You see that over there. Here are some photos that we're getting from this incident. You see MAGA Mike Johnson there running away with Secret Service. More individuals running away. Secret Service securing the scene. You see RFK Jr. Over there. What we're hearing is that the shooter at the White House Correspondents' dinner was armed with a rifle and a magazine. This is what eyewitnesses have been telling Wall Street Journal and others. A guest at the dinner, Erin Thielman, a military veteran, left the ballroom to call her son and heard 3 loud bangs that she believed to be gunfire. She saw a man fall flat right in front of her. He was carrying what appeared to be a rifle and magazines. Thielman then went downstairs and saw security people pulling out their pistols. What Fox and others are reporting as well is that the suspect attempted to charge the metal detectors at the venue entrance, was shooting in the vicinity of Secret Service members, and that's when they started firing back. Fox reports that the suspect is in custody after shots fired. There was conflicting reports from CNN that the shooter is dead. We have these photos right here, though, which are the first images coming out about the White House Correspondents' dinner shooter, who's now in custody. You can see right there the individual on the ground. We'll show you more of the chaotic footage right here when the moment Secret Service evacuated Trump, Melania, and everybody who was on the stage who was rushed out. Here, play this clip. The following message was posted from Donald Trump at 6:17 p.m. West Coast time, 9:17 East Coast. Quite an evening in D.C. Secret Service and law enforcement did a fantastic job. They acted quickly and bravely. The shooter has been apprehended, and I have recommended that we let the show go on, but will entirely be guided by law enforcement. They will make a decision shortly. Regardless of that decision, the evening will be much different than planned, and we'll just plain have to do it again, Donald J. Trump. And then he posted about 20 minutes later or so, law enforcement has requested that we leave the premise consistent with protocol, which we will do immediately. I will be giving a press conference in 30 minutes from the White House briefing room. The First Lady plus the Vice President and all cabinet members are in perfect condition. We will be speaking to you in a half an hour. I've spoken with all the representatives in charge of the event, and we'll be rescheduling within 30 days, Donald J. Trump. We'll show you over here, though, where the host, Wai Zhejiang, informed the White House Correspondents' dinner audience that the program was going to resume, but then ultimately it didn't resume. Here's what she had to say. Play this clip.
Zhang speaking now.
We have an announcement. I know everyone's going to want as many details as possible, and right now we don't have that, but I can tell you that our program is going to resume momentarily. We will have more details to share also momentarily, but for now, please just be patient as we figure out just how much time it will be, but it shouldn't be that much longer. Thank you very much. Thank you.
You know, and notably before the event started, you had Caroline Levitt on Fox saying the following. Let's play it.
Ready to rumble, is he not?
He is ready to rumble. I will tell you, this speech tonight will be classic Donald J. Trump. It'll be funny. It'll be entertaining. There will be some shots fired tonight in the room. So everyone should tune in. It's going to be really great. I'm looking forward to hearing it.
I love it all. And you wrote most of it, you said.
I can't take credit. In true Donald Trump fashion, the man puts his pen to the paper himself. So it's a lot of...
Just another angle of the chaos unfolding at the White House Correspondents' dinner you can see for yourself. Let's play it.
Katie, do you have all your stuff?
I'm fine. Cool.
Wolf Blitzer was in the vicinity of when the shooting took place. Here's what he was telling CNN. Let's play this clip.
Can you hear me?
Yes,
you hear me?
I can hear. Wolf, can you estimate the number of shots you heard fired or the number of people that you saw with a gun that you believe were the gunman? Is it one person? Are there multiple people?
I was a few feet away from this one gunman who was shooting just randomly. And I'm guessing I heard at least a half a dozen, maybe 6 gunshots. I mean, they were booms. They were so loud. And I haven't heard gunshots like that in a long time. And it was very close to me. But the next thing I knew, I couldn't see anything else because a couple of police officers were jumping on me and trying to protect me. So I was down on the ground with police officers on top of me.
Could you hear the officers talking to the gunman, and what were they saying?
I think by then the gunman was shot. I could be wrong, but the gunman had stopped firing, and he was on the ground. And I'm standing outside. There's a lot of FBI, a lot of Metropolitan Police, a lot of military personnel who are all here. It looks like it's beefing up big time. There's a lot of DEA. There's a lot of law enforcement here dealing with this because they don't.
More of Wolf Blitzer describing what took place. Let's play this clip.
After they served the appetizers, I walked out to simply go to the men's room, but you have to walk up these stairs and walk out, and which I was doing. And as I was walking back towards the door to get back into the big area where the event was taking place, all of a sudden I start hearing gunshots in the hall right near me. And the next thing I knew, a police officer threw me to the ground and was on top of me. And I was listening and watching what was going on. And apparently they got the gunman who had a major weapon there, but it was so worrisome. The noise was so loud in a small area. And all of a sudden I'm seeing gunshots. And then they grab me, the police officers, and they take me back into the men's room where it was safe. And there were about 15 other men who are stuck in there, and they won't let them out. And that's what happened. And then after a while, they let me out, and I'm out now. I'm not back in the ballroom, but everything is apparently closing down. Very scary incident. All of a sudden, a guy with a weapon, and it was a very, very serious weapon, he starts shooting, and I happened to have been a few feet away from him as he was shooting. And, of course, the first thing that went through my mind is he trying to shoot me. And I don't think he was trying to shoot me, but I was very close to him as the gunshots were fired. And it was very, very scary, but I'm okay now.
Well, here we have Breonna Kyler describing what she observed. Here, let's play this clip.
What can you tell us?
I just spoke with someone I know who had been heading out of the ballroom to walk upstairs to go to that sort of lobby concourse area where the restrooms are. And on the wall by those stairs is glass. And as he just started to ascend the stairs, all of the glass started to shatter and rain down, sort of from above as he was walking up from the bullet. So he heard multiple gunshots as he was about to ascend into the area where this was all happening. And he couldn't see because he was actually below, but obviously he could see all of the glass coming down, and that person came back inside to the ballroom. But when we were inside of the ballroom, we couldn't necessarily hear that. The reaction of the Secret Service was really what startled everyone, and they just ducked for cover. But he had seen this. A lot of glass shattering, and that's actually an exit of the ballroom that we are not being permitted to go out right now and get some air from. There's other exits where they're permitting people to get a little bit of air from, and that's a door that is no longer open.
A notable fact also is this is the same hotel outside of which John Hinckley Jr. tried to assassinate Ronald Reagan in 1981. Maggie Haberman explaining that as well. That's what we know from now. We'll see if there's any additional information as well. We will keep you posted every step of the way. We'll keep you posted every step of the way. Thanks for watching. Hit subscribe. Let's get to 7 million subscribers.
Thanks for watching. Be sure to add the MeidasTouch podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts for new updates every single day.